everyone! Welcome back to the podcast! Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the wild and wonderful world of language learning. Sometimes it feels like trying to navigate through a jungle with a blindfold on, right? Chuckles.
Wow, jungle metaphors already? That's, actually really vivid. But wait, are you saying it's that chaotic? Or, is it more like a treasure hunt where you're searching for gold?
Oh, I love that! A treasure hunt, exactly! Each new word you learn feels like finding a hidden gem. And sometimes you dig and, you know how the saying goes? Oh, you end up hitting a rock instead of gold, right? Just like when you think you've nailed the pronunciation, only to get a confused look from someone.
Laughs. Right. Just the other day, I was trying to pronounce squirrel, and I think I sounded like a dying cat. So, do you have any, super effective strategies for overcoming those really awkward moments when you just don't know how to pronounce something?
Absolutely. Consider this. Every time you mispronounce a word, it's like upgrading your learning experience. That feedback actually helps you remember better. I recommend tongue twisters. They're hilarious and help with fluency.
Tongue twisters. Do you have a favorite one? And, do you think they actually work? Because when I try one, I just sound like a robot trying to speak English for the first time.
Laughs. Oh, they're a riot. One of my favorites is, "She sells seashells by the seashore." It really gets those mouth muscles working. To answer your question, definitely. It's all about muscle memory. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll become. It's like riding a bike. You never forget once you learn.
Oh, totally. It's just like when I first learned to ride a bike. I was wobbly until I found that sweet spot. Wait, do you mean the linguistic sweet spot? Or are we talking about balance here?
Haha, yes! Linguistic sweet spot. It's about finding the balance between comfort and challenge. Diving into material a little advanced for you can feel like jumping into the deep end of a pool.
Yeah, and sometimes you just sink. I guess that's what makes people hesitant to speak. So, what do you think are some of the biggest fears people face when trying to converse in English?
Great question. One big fear is making mistakes. But hey, mistakes are just proof that you're trying. Think of it like cooking a new recipe. It might turn out a bit burnt on the edges, but you still get that delicious meal at the end.
Nodding. That's such a good analogy. So, would you suggest people share their mistakes, kind of like a cooking club where everyone's fumbling their dishes?
Exactly. Sharing those moments can truly boost your confidence. When you realize everyone around you is just as human, it creates a supportive atmosphere. So can you see how sharing makes the process enjoyable rather than intimidating?
Oh, yes. That's so true. I never thought mistakes could be, fun to share. So, what's the best way to practice, say, English in a social setting?
Grab a conversation partner. It's like being on a roller coaster. Thrilling when you're together. The more you practice in real-life contexts, the more natural it becomes. And you might even make some lasting friends in the process.
Excitedly. That sounds incredible. But, how do you find those partners? Are there groups or apps? Because I feel like stepping out, might be really overwhelming at first.
It can definitely feel that way. But there are tons of language exchange apps you can explore. Also, local community centers often have event boards. You just have to dive in. And remember, every hello is a step closer to becoming more confident.
That's such solid advice. I will totally look into that. So, if I were to join one of those, would it be crucial to have a certain level of, proficiency?
Not at all. Just show up as you are. Everyone is there to learn. Think of it like a band. You don't have to be a virtuoso to jam together. Just make noise, and find your rhythm.
Oh, I love that. So if someone wanted to improve their skills quickly, are there specific exercises you suggest?
Yes, I always recommend reading aloud. It's an awesome way to practice pronunciation. Feel free to channel your inner actor and, give characters different voices. It makes it fun and memorable.
Laughs? That's genius. I'd probably sound like a cartoon character. Imagine an animated penguin reading Shakespeare. But I'd definitely give that a shot.
Haha, that'd be epic. Just remember, the key is to find joy in the learning process. Instead of striving for perfection, relish the journey and embrace those fun moments.
I'm feeling so motivated. Thanks for all the wisdom packed into this convo today.
Anytime. Here's to conquering that jungle of language learning treasure hunters. Am I right?
Absolutely. Let's do this.